What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz. Welcome back to the channel. So today, I have something I just kind of want to discuss. I want to get your guys' opinions on this, because I've been seeing this, I've been asking this question online and kind of getting some sort of mixed answers. So I want to really know what you guys think. So I wanted to make a video about this. So, two questions I have. First question is, should Nintendo put more indie characters in Smash Bros. As a Mii costume? As an example, like what they did with Sans. Now, if you go back and you look at the reaction and just the amount of support and how many people were just overwhelmed and ecstatic that Sans finally got into the game, albeit it was a Mii costume, but it's a very good Mii costume. Should Nintendo do that? And then I'm going to discuss that question, why I think they should. And then second of all, do you guys personally, okay, let me try to rephrase this, how I want to put this. Would you guys be okay with more indie characters only getting a Mii costume instead of an outright actual playable fighter? Would you be okay with that? So, I'm going to talk about maybe a couple characters on the indie scene currently. You could mention Shantae. She's got a lot of supporters, very vocal fan base. Maybe somebody like Hollow Knight comes to mind as well. Could be sort of an interesting sort of pick. Maybe Quote from Cave Story. There's definite indie characters that should be in consideration for potentially having just, the Sans treatment for Smash Bros. Now, let me go back and talk about my first point. Why I think Nintendo should put indie characters in the game as Mii costumes. So let's go to the Sans situation, right? The Nintendo Direct back in September, a little over a month ago. We finally got the next character revealed for the Fighter Pass. We got Terry Bogard. And we'll put it politely and say there was a lot of mixed reactions. And the highlight from that for Smash Bros., if you disregard the comment about more DLC fighters being in development, if you take that away, the next biggest, most hype announcement that Nintendo made was Sans is coming to the game as a Mii costume. And plus we got the Megalovania remix, which sounds awesome, by the way. Banging tune right there. But just the amount of people that really showed support, people bought this Mii costume. I mean, like, I'm not a big Mii costume fan myself, but I could not resist the possibility of just having this in the game. It just looks so awesome. I mean, look, Skull Kid, I know he's not a Mii costume, but some of the outfits that they make for these Mii fighters are downright, like, amazing. They're perfect. And just to think we could get some potential other ones, like I mentioned a couple of the indie fighters earlier, like Shantae and Hollow Knight potentially. If you put some of those as a Mii fighter, I think the reason Nintendo should do this is, I'm on the fence, not on the fence, but I'm of the belief that Nintendo themselves is not too keen on putting an actual indie character as a playable character. So I think the next best way to do that for Nintendo to kind of make the fans prove it to them, make us, prove it by buying these things, by supporting these Mii costumes. And look, the Sans outfit was only like, what, 75 cents? So it's not even $1. And I'm not saying all the Mii outfits that could potentially come out, I'm not saying they have to come with a music track, although it would be phenomenal if it did. Just another extra little bonus, plus some really cool, more music. I mean, who would say no to more music, right? There's so many music tracks in here, and just being able to kind of rearrange them and put them on whatever stage you want. By the way, I wish I could have put Megalovania on other stages like Battlefield or Final Destination or something. That would have been great, but I don't know. I think Find Me stage kind of works pretty decently. But back to my point. I think Nintendo should do this just to, it'll show the fan base, it'll show the indie studios that, hey, yeah, we definitely support you guys' your games, your studios, your characters. We like seeing it. And the fans want to see it. So why not just give us the Mii costume instead? Now, obviously, play style-wise is going to come into effect for maybe certain characters, and it could potentially kind of take away from maybe how the characters would play. Like, Shantae would have a lot of, I think playstyle-wise, transformations into different sort of animals. She's got, like, the elephant. I think there's a monkey. There's some other things in there. So, I don't know if you'd make her, like, I don't even know what you could really make her. I don't... Would a Mii Brawler, would that kind of work moveset-wise? Maybe? That's a maybe. But I'm just saying, you can make characters work. Just for me, I think it's the best way to go. And I'm harping back to the point, but it's the main reason I think they should do it. We'll prove to Nintendo we want to see indie characters. So that really opens the door for future games. I think that's the best way I'm trying to put this. We buy the Mii Costumes now, and I think Nintendo will reconsider these indie characters for actual playable characters in future Smash games. Maybe even, I guess, if they become Mii Costumes in Smash Ultimate, chances are they won't become an actual playable fighter then. But I'm just saying, we'll prove it to Nintendo. Whoever gets bought the most, whoever shows the most amount of support, you know, sales-wise, money speaks when you're a company. If your fan base is going to show up and they're going to purchase something and it goes extremely well, the company is more than likely willing to, I guess, just reassess the situation. So, like, look, Sans, maybe Sans gets a lot more consideration for an actual playable character, not just a Mii costume for the next game. And, again, going back to the reveal for the Sans Mii outfit, that was the second biggest reaction from everybody, the second biggest announcement from the Nintendo Direct from a month ago. People were so stoked that that finally happened. And I don't think you can really go wrong with that, honestly. It's kind of a good middle ground between, you know, Nintendo and their fans. So, like, I know Nintendo's got their own agenda, and they got probably certain characters that they want to put into the game as an actual fighter, not a Mii costume. So they probably want to go for more of the, I guess you could say, the more AAA sort of characters, the big-time characters that are out there that are known worldwide, that aren't just kind of like, all right, maybe this indie character might be only popular in Japan. Maybe this indie character might only be popular in America or in Europe or whatever it might be. I think it's a good way for people to kind of also get more eyes on it, because look, Smash Bros is a big-time game, and it's a perfect way to just really, I guess, just like promote other games. And it's done that so many times before with its own Nintendo games. It's done that pretty well with Dragon Quest. I've heard a lot of people have been buying Dragon Quest 11, the newest one that just came out on the Switch, because Heroes and Smash, and they wanted to give it a shot, and people are enjoying the game. So look, advertising in Smash does pay off for the other game developers, the other third-party companies. It pays off, and I think it would help indie studios as well. Whether, you know, they get, I'm sure that they'll have to get some sort of little bit of a profit, right? You're using the likeliness of, you know, their character. It's not the actual one, but I mean, look, you're going to come to terms, you're going to come to an agreement, and I guess it helps if you're kind of somewhat friends with Sakurai, because didn't he say Toby came to his house and they would play Smash Bros? Toby seemed to beat him more often than not when they would choose random characters, so seems to be pretty good at Smash, and it was kind of a big, it was just like a favor, right? Isn't that what Sakurai said? It was a favor to just have the Mii outfit, which, look, again, the fans want to see this, they wanted to see this specific character. We didn't quite get it, but I think it's just a great way for people to be like, yep, I'm A-okay with this. This works for me. I get to support a character that I want to see. I get to, you know, it doesn't cost that much. You know, again, like I said, the Mii outfit, the Sans Mii outfit, I think any of the DLC Mii outfits, actually, they're only 75 cents. And, you know, if there's another popular one, again, like I said earlier, come with maybe one music track just as a little bonus, which would be pretty cool. Plus, you know, you could do a lot. There's a lot of decent things that a lot of characters out there that would work very well for Mii Sword Fighter, for Mii Brawlers. I think it works out pretty well for everybody involved. So I'm kind of, I think Nintendo should do more of that for Smash Ultimate. That way, again, they can reassess this whole thing for the next Smash game, whenever that comes out. Obviously, that'd be the next Nintendo console. That's years away. All right, we can revisit that at a much later date. But for right now, I think it's a good way. The fans would be happy. At least I think they would. That's why I want to know what you guys think in the comments. If you're indie character, so example, if you support Shantae, you want to see her playable in the game, would you be A-okay? Would you be absolutely 100% fine if she only turned up as a Mii costume? Would you be okay with that? you still get to kind of play as the character. Maybe you just, I don't know. I think it's a good one. I think it's a very good middle ground. A lot of people, I personally feel, that's why I'm asking the question though, but I personally feel it's a good way to do it, you know? Everybody gets to be happy. Indie studios get a little bit more recognition, a little bit more advertising, just a few more eyes on their product for the character and all that sort of stuff. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. Nintendo will make money off of it. Indie studios profit, and fans of those series will get to show their support for the character by buying it. Like I said, money speaks to corporations. Money speaks to companies. You want to prove it to them, you know, you're going to have to buy some stuff. So I think, I mean, yeah. I guess I'm going to kind of leave it right about there. I think it's a great middle ground. I think Nintendo should do that with more indie characters. I'm not going to say, yeah, give us like 20 new Mii outfits for indie characters. I'm not saying that, no. Maybe, you know, another 2, 3, or 4, maybe 5, maybe at the most. But look, there's a lot of indie characters out there that are popular in maybe just specifically Japan, maybe just the United States, maybe just Europe. And hey, you know, if somebody's only popular in Europe and, you know, it comes out in Japan now, we got this Mii outfit, Japan might be able to understand the character a little bit more. They might look into the series and, I don't know, just win-win for everybody. I guess that's the best way to put it. So, yeah. How's this match not over yet? But I guess that is going to be it for this one. Again, please let me know. Would you be okay if Smash Bros., if Nintendo were to put more indie characters as Mii outfits? Not the actual character themselves, but as a Mii outfit. Give them the Sans treatment. I think a lot of people would be okay with that. And then what they need to do, amiibo-wise, I want to throw this out there. Because I was looking this up online. I actually found a 3-pack. It was still expensive. I spent like $62 on it. It's ridiculous. But I bought the 3 Mii outfits, or the 3 Mii amiibos. The Gunner, the Swordsman, and the Brawler. Yeah, those things are super expensive. They need to come out with another wave of those amiibos, please. Please. Those are ridiculously expensive. Even single ones I was seeing online, they're like Mii Gunner. Oops, there we go. Even like the Gunner, I think I've seen like for $42. The Swordsman was like $59 some on Amazon or something. That was like, what? Are you serious? So, yeah, I think it's a good way. Nintendo can re-release some of these older amiibos again that we don't really see too much of. Specifically the Mii costume, the Mii fighter versions, which would be great. There's a lot of people that want to get their hands on it. So, it'd be fun overall, but yeah, that's my opinion. I think Nintendo should do it, and I would be okay with it. Personally, I'd be very happy with that. Again, I'm not the biggest Mii costume fan, but I would buy it. I'd buy a Shantae Mii costume. I would buy Hollow Knight. I'd buy Shovel Knight too. Like we've seen, yes, he might be an assist trophy, but if he gets a Mii costume, why not? I'll buy it. Anyway, that is gonna be it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. That is gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. The match didn't conclude, so we'll just say Sans wins. Hooray for Sans. Anyway, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll cut back actually once the winner wins for no reason, just for the end screen. And there you go. Sans wins. Now we all have to say, yes, we want more indie characters as Mii costumes. Peace out, everybody.